Hey there, Trish with Upcycled Stuff. So today I'm going to show you how to make a super cheap, super simple, super quick bird feeder, butterfly feeder, bird bath. It can be used as all three of those things. Just keep in mind if you use this as a bird feeder that it's open to any other animals in the area. So if you have a lot of squirrels, maybe field mice or chipmunks, they're also going to be attracted to that. So just keep that in mind. So you only need three things, and you can find most of them at the thrift store. So the two things you can find from the thrift store are a bowl. It doesn't have to be a deep bowl, just something that will hold a little bit of liquid or bird seed, however you intend to use it. Something to use as a base, so you're going to rest that on top. And actually, this sundae dish, I'm going to flip upside down so that my plate will then stand on top of it. And then you'll also need some silicone. I'm using clear silicone, and that's what I recommend. It's 100% silicone. It's what plumbers use around bathtubs and that sort of thing. And it's a pretty flexible adhesive, so after it's dry you might feel a little bit of wiggle, but it's a pretty good hold, and it holds up really well in the weather. So, and then if you don't have one, you'll need to buy the gun to do the application of the silicone. Okay, so to get started, this is really like a one-step process. You're gonna make sure that you have your tube properly installed into your gun, cut the tip off, and then you're just going to apply a ring of silicone around the edge of your base piece. That's really all you need. And then take your bowl, and let's do it this way so you can see it. And then just center it, and I always eyeball, but if you want to go ahead and measure out and make a mark on your center, you can do that with a marker. And then push really hard. If your base is sort of sliding back and forth with relative ease, then it means you probably have an air bubble. It's going to move a little because it's wet, but if it's a sort of a slippery kind of slide across that plate, just keep pushing until you hear a pop. It means you probably have an air bubble. Alright, and then if you have a wet rag, I'm going to use my finger because I don't have a rag with me, you can just clean up the edges so that you can get all that extra goop off. But if you're making this for yourself and it's going in the backyard, it doesn't have to be perfect because no one's going to see it. So you're going to go ahead and let that cure. It'll be rain ready in 3 hours if you're using the 100% silicone. So I'm going to let that dry, and then we'll see what it looks like in the garden. Okay, so here we are on the little patio garden that I have in the backyard. And I've put our new butterfly feeder in this pot over here. Let me just zoom in a little bit. So as you can see, the base is completely covered by the foliage. So depending on the kind of plants you surround it with, you may not even see the base. But if you look up here, you can see the really pretty dish that's been exposed. So now all you need to do to turn that into a butterfly feeder is to add some sugar water, similar to what you would do for a hummingbird. And then just cut up a few little sponges, and that'll give the butterflies a place to land. And they'll come over and drink the nectar from your new butterfly feeder. So depending on the pieces you use, you could make a new butterfly feeder for as little as, say, $1. I think that sundae dish that I used on the bottom was $1 at a yard sale, and that plate was probably about 50 cents or 75 cents. So that with the caulk, maybe $1, $1.50.